Hey guys, and welcome to a guide on how to defeat Crabulon from the Calamity mod on Death Mode difficulty. This video will be split into two halves. The first will be a guide on how to dodge Crabulon's attacks and fight it the intended way, while the second half will show an incredibly easy way to cheese Crabulon for people who just want the boss dead. Crabulon is the second unique Calamity boss you can face, and is normally fought before the Brain of Cthulhu or Eater of Worlds. This guide was made in version 1.4.5.001, so any strategies, especially the cheese, may become outdated as the mod is constantly being updated and changed. This guide will cover the more overall strategies, like building a good arena and learning the boss's attack patterns, but not the most powerful weapons that each class has available. We will start with the bare minimum of equipment you should bring to the fight. The weapons that you will want to use for this fight should either be able to kill the small mushroom enemies that spawn, either through homing or just with good aim, while also being able to deal consistent damage to Crabulon itself. It is okay to use a weapon for fighting the minions, and a different one for dealing damage. I will be using the Blade Crest Oath Sword, as it does a high amount of damage, and the sword swing can take out the small mushrooms. It drops from demons in the underworld. The accessories that you need for this fight can vary from person to person, and none are specifically crucial to defeating the boss, so use a good mix of mobility, defense, and offense. I will only be using Hermes boots, a sandstorm in a bottle, and a counter scarf for this demonstration. Now that you have gotten good equipment, it is time to build the arena. Crabulon can only be summoned if you are in a mushroom biome, but will not enrage if you leave. We will use this to our advantage by building an arena above ground, creating an artificial mushroom biome, and then fighting it in that arena. Growing an artificial mushroom biome can take a while, so you may need to do something else while it grows. The arena itself is nothing special, just one platform that's very long. Turning around and going the other way is much more dangerous than simply running in one direction, so the longer the better. And of course, campfires and heart lanterns are always useful for extra regeneration. Now, onto the fight. The number one rule to fighting Crabulon is to take it slow. Crabulon can summon a bullet hell attack, where mushrooms fall from the sky, and the faster you're going, the harder it is to dodge. Like the Desert Scourge, it is better to stay above Crabulon as much as possible, but not directly above it. Crabulon will shoot mushroom projectiles out at you, and if you are directly above it when it does that, Crabulon can get some cheeky hits on you. The small mushroom enemies will try their best to slowly descend directly on top of you, so you should destroy them as quickly as possible. Lastly, you can make Crabulon fall from the platform you're standing on by either standing on the ground below and then immediately jumping back onto the platform, or dropping slightly below the platform when Crabulon is attempting to jump up. Both will result in Crabulon falling back down to the ground where he belongs. You can dodge the burst of mushrooms that comes out at you with one dash pretty reliably. Crabulon has a pretty large health pool compared to other bosses at this stage, so the fight will turn into more of an endurance test to see if you can reliably dodge all of the attacks for a long time. Now that you have learned how to fight the boss legitimately, I would suggest giving it a try with some of this new information. But if you still just want to kill the boss right away, I will teach you the forbidden cheese. Unlike most bosses, Crabulon cannot fly or teleport at all, and is stuck walking and jumping on the ground. In order to counter small amounts of cheese, however, the devs allowed Crabulon to be able to jump extremely high if the player is far above it. However, there is still a limit to how high it can jump. We can exploit this very easily. Build an artificial mushroom biome very high in the air, and make a small platform slightly above the mushroom grass. This will cause Crabulon to fall all the way back down to the ground without despawning, and there's absolutely nothing it can do to attack you. You can pummel it with whatever weapon you want and easily finish the fight. If this happens to not work, either your platform is too low, or the devs just patched it. Well, that's the end of the video. If you have any questions about the strategies used in this video, feel free to ask in the comments below. I will be doing tutorials on the Perforators, the Hive Mind, and Slime God, and maybe more. so subscribe if you want to see more guides like this. Thanks for watching, and see y'all later.